My followers and I were able to get somebody arrested because of a video that was posted on TikTok. So that's what today's video is going to be about. What's up, you guys? Welcome in. If you are new here, hi, my name is Jess. I'm a person in long-term recovery who has in fact been to prison. Ta-da! It's not a flex, it's just a fact. If you want to follow me on any other social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, that's $2. It's only ever going to be $2. All of that is linked down below, as well as my vlog channel and my Facebook, Spotify, all of the things. Patreon is getting really interesting. You guys are going to see a couple of vlogs, one of which is Burner and I are going to a Jelly Roll concert. So we're going to film getting ready and film, you know, the behind the scenes of that. So I'm super excited about that. And I just love the community that we've built over on Patreon. I have such a good time getting to know you guys over there. And it's probably my favorite platform right now. And no, not because of money. I make more money on the free videos you guys watch than I do on my $2 Patreon page. I just really love it over there. All right, without further ado, let's kick this thing off. I already know what you guys are thinking. Jess, you went to prison. Snitching is not cool. You literally have merch that says stop snitching. How could you possibly get someone arrested? Why would you do that? Let me tell you right now, there is no code when it comes to predators or people that hurt children. I'm going to show you guys the video that myself and a couple other really amazing content creators were able to get to go viral. Tizzy is the one that, you know, made it go crazy as well. I know that there's a couple other ones. I just can't think of them off the top of my head, and he is my mutual. So it was just, that's fresh in my head, but let's watch this video together. Trigger warning. It is very disturbing. A bystander saw a father at a parking lot of a grocery store. He was physically hurting his son. She recorded it and immediately called 911. So when I'm filming this video on my TikTok has 425,000 views. This man is upset because his small child had an accident in the store. This is all the information that you need. It happened at the Kroger parking lot at 4:14 p.m. in Little Burn, Georgia. And one brave civilian, she walks up like, what are you doing? And he, of course, uses the same tactics at her, just yells at her and all of that. So there is no excuse for this. This is someone needs to do a home study and make sure that that little boy is safe. Let's blow it up, TikTok. So he was arrested, and we're going to go into that, but I did make an additional video just hours before he was arrested. It only took about a day and a half for investigators to get to this man's house and all of that. But a lot of the comments that I received on TikTok, they were saying that I have no right to comment on the way that a black man raises or disciplines his child, or that I'm picking on him because he is black. That's absolutely fucking crazy. That is absolutely crazy that someone would say that. So investigators who were notified, you know, immediately, they went to the Kroger and they got the security footage so that they could determine that this was an actual real thing. And they did that. And when they went to the home to check on his son, he had injuries and he was arrested for cruelty to a child. And now I did not know that that was even a charge. I really just thought the charge would be child abuse. And someone in the comment section had told me that it wasn't that he was upset that his son was having an accident, which small children do. It was worse than that. So, and I don't know if this is true or not, but one of the comments had told me that he was hitting his child so hard that his child had an accident because of that, because he was scared. You know, one person said, oh, he was just shaking the car seat. But the way that you're in a car, like there's not a lot of room to get a lot of force to like hit someone the way that he's standing. And he is hitting that child hard. Like, I'm like, how, dude? And I know that it's with a closed fist. You can hear it. It's horrible. The child was not placed in foster care. The child, from this update, was placed with family members, and he was arrested because of that. Now, I know I've talked a lot about my idea of parenting, and my style of parenting is not for everyone, but I believe in gentle parenting. And that doesn't mean that you don't discipline your child. It doesn't mean that you don't get frustrated and even yell sometimes, even though I try my absolute best not to yell. It's difficult to do that though. I don't punish with physical force. I don't think that it's okay to hit a child. If you're a grown ass adult and you are hitting your child, I don't care what cutesy word y'all use for it, spanking, hitting, get pops, pow pows. At the end of the day, it is hitting a child and it's not okay. I hate it. I hate that parents are still disciplining in this manner. There's a lot of other things that you can do to discipline your child. We take things away and we teach them how to regulate their emotions and how to, calm down and, take out their frustrations and their angers in an appropriate way. I feel like empathy goes really far. When one of my girls was a lot younger, she would have temper tantrums at the store. And that was so hard because we have to get stuff. We need groceries, we need toilet paper, we need things. And I would get really embarrassed and kind of frustrated, and I would just run out of the store and not get what we need. And, pick up grocery kind of saved my life during that time. But then I learned to just sit on the floor with her in Target and empathize with her and let her know, hey, I know you want everything in the aisle. I want to buy everything at Target too. It's a problem. I love this stuff, but we can't buy everything in the store. If we could, I totally would, but we just can't have that, and just sitting on the floor with her for a couple of minutes, talking to her, empathizing with her, made those temper tantrums stop. I feel like if I grabbed her and hit her and yelled at her, that would not have solved anything, and I know every child is different. We have 3 kids in this house. I have a bonus baby now. My boyfriend has custody of his daughter and she is 3. And oh my God, I know it is hard. It is very hard to have a toddler. They are just, they're in their own world. They want to have fun. They want to do whatever the heck they want to do. They don't give 2 shits about anything. They just want what they want. 3-year-olds are really difficult. I think that 3 is way harder than 2. So terrible 2s, dude, 3 is way worse. It is a challenge every single day. So I get it. I've been a mom for 12 years. My oldest is 12. And like I said, we have 3. So I understand the frustrations, but this is absolutely not okay. You cannot use physical violence, especially taking out your anger on a child. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I was spanked as a kid and I turned out just fine. Okay. Maybe we can just learn how to do things better. Maybe we can break generational trauma and learn how to cope and, regulate emotions and teach our children the things that we were never taught. Instead of buying our kids the things that we never had, we really need to be teaching them the things we didn't know. We need to be breaking generational trauma and raising children that don't need to escape and numb from their childhood. When it is involving a child, there is no code. There is absolutely no code. The convict code does not exist when it comes to saving and protecting children or someone that is significantly weaker than you, like senior citizens, women, children. There is no law when it comes to hurting a woman, a child, someone weaker than you. There's no convict code there. Snitching does not apply to people that hurt children in any kind of way. Snitching does not count when it comes to domestic violence and stuff like that. It just doesn't. Law enforcement is there to keep us safe. So if someone breaks into your house and you call the cops, that's not snitching, dude. Snitching is when you're in the criminal world and to get out of trouble, you tell on someone else to get out of trouble. That is snitching. So when it comes to kids, women, things like domestic violence and stuff like that, there's no convict code with that. I'm very glad that he was arrested. I hope he is not just automatically placed back with the father. I hope the father gets classes, parenting classes, anger management classes. I hope that there's a caseworker that is doing routine visits. This is just, if this is what this man did in public, in a Kroger parking lot, imagine how awful and how brutal he is to that little boy at home. Stop hitting your freaking kids, you guys. I'm going to end today's video here. As always, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sober, whatever that looks like to you. Please stop hitting your kids. There's a million other ways to discipline. And I'll see y'all in my next one.